Success isn't earned, it's moved into. Every breakthrough that you admire began as an inner motion, later that wore physical clothes. Joshua 1:3 says, "Wherever the sole of your foot shall tread, I have given to you." So tread inwardly and then you'll receive outwardly. We're trained in this culture to grind or to chase things, to make things happen. But the law of life doesn't respond to force, it responds to the movement of your consciousness. So when you shift within, the world quietly rearranges to match your new position. I have this friend, a close friend of mine, who ran a small design studio. He's brilliant, he's passionate, and at the same time, he's stuck. He called me late one night and he had frustration in his voice. He says, "I'm doing everything right now. I'm doing marketing outreach. I'm doing late nights, but the business just won't grow. I've done all I can. I need a miracle." I told him, "You don't need a miracle. You need a movement within." And he laughs at first and he says, "What do you mean a movement within?" "I'm already moving. I'm moving nonstop." That was the point. He was moving on the outside, but he was frozen on the inside, mentally anchored in the struggle. He was in survival and scarcity. So I gave him an assignment. So I said, before bed each night, don't review the problems. Don't try to figure out the problems as you're going to bed. Walk into the future, inside of your studio, see your studio alive, smell the coffee brewing, hear your team laughing, the printers humming, phones ringing, feel the good pressure of being fully booked, and then end the scene and hear yourself say, "We did it." Then drift off to sleep right there. He committed, no forcing, no spreadsheets. The only thing he was doing was this inner rehearsal. For 2 weeks, nothing changed. Then an old client called out of nowhere with one project that covered about 6 months of expenses. Then that led to another job and then another. And then within a year, he outgrew his last space. He hired a bigger team and moved downtown. When I visited the new office, he looked around, eyes wide. "This feels familiar," he said. And then I smiled. "It should. You built it in imagination before you ever unlocked the door." Everything that's visible is the echo of an inner movement. Imagination isn't an accessory to life, it's life's engine. By faith, the worlds were framed by the word of God. That's Hebrews 11. Your world is your inner assumption. You frame it first, let the facts be the drywall later. The law of assumption is impartial. It will grow whatever seed you plant. Lack or overflow, delay or momentum. If you plant complaint, you harvest more to complain about. If you plant completion, you'll harvest completed projects. When you realize that the creative act happens before the phone rings, you stop begging the world to change and you become the one that sets it in motion. Effort without identity is exhausting. Identity births effortless effort. So when you move into the state where your success feels normal, your actions gain a strange ease about them. Emails start landing, timing aligns, people start saying yes and without even knowing why. You didn't chase the opportunity, you arrived in the place where the opportunity lies. From that altitude, work stops feeling like you're pushing a boulder up a hill and it becomes like walking downhill, gathering momentum with each step. Think of the difference between acting successful and being success itself. One is like mimicry, like you're mimicking it. The other is movement. You only receive on the level that you already occupied inside. So here's an application for you. It's called the end scene practice. So pick one room, choose a single scene that implies your wish is fulfilled. The busy studio filled with a full appointment calendar, the congratulatory email, paid in full notification. Engage your senses, add the sounds that you would hear, laughter, imagine the sound of a printer, the clicking of keys on a keyboard, smelling coffee or fresh paint, feel the textures of a desk, the sunlight on your face. Let the emotion rise, like feel relief or gratitude or pride, and then end the scene with finality. Seal the scene with a short phrase that declares completion, like "We did it. It was paid in full. Welcome aboard." Sleep in this state, imagining the scene for 21 to 90 nights. Don't measure or monitor if it's working or not. Let time become your servant. The seed knows how to grow. Your job is just to keep the soil warm. So act lightly. Don't try to do too much. From that inner identity, take simple, aligned actions. When opportunity appears, walk across the bridge calmly. You're not supposed to make it happen. You're meeting it halfway. It should just start to appear. Nothing is withheld. Creation doesn't play favorites, it mirrors movement. You listening to this are the operant power of God, your imagination and motion. So when you move within, creation salutes and opens the way. The universe isn't testing you, it's tracking you. It's matching your every step with an outer reaction. So move again, not with strain, but with certainty. Walk inward until the scene outside has no choice but to catch up. Because the moment you occupy a state fully, emotionally, sensory, faithfully, the world bends to accommodate your new address. So here's an affirmation for today. I move within first. My world honors my step. I am the operant power.